You've probably heard someone say, "She just knew," referring to a woman who seemed to have an uncanny ability to sense things others didn't. While it might sound like magic, it's actually science. A woman's brain is uniquely wired to be more intuitive, making it easier for her to pick up on subtle cues and connect the dots to form a bigger picture, something many men struggle with. But don't worry, we're not here to say that men are too dumb to understand this. Instead, we want to help you recognize the power of a woman's intuition so you can appreciate how it works and respect its strength. It's no surprise that women often excel at reading people, understanding their emotions, and predicting their behavior. They seem to have a sixth sense when it comes to knowing what's going on in someone's mind, even when it's hidden behind a facade. But how do they do it? Well, it all boils down to the wiring of their brains. Women's brains are naturally more attuned to social cues and emotional undertones than men's. They're better at recognizing subtle changes in body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions, which means they can detect when someone is lying or holding back, even if their words don't give it away. When you think about it, this makes perfect sense. After all, women have been picking up on these subtle signals for centuries. It's how they've built relationships, negotiated conflicts, and protected themselves and their families. It's also why women are more likely to be diagnosed with anxiety and depression, as they process emotions more deeply and feel the weight of social pressures more keenly. But this sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's a strength that allows women to form deeper connections with others and navigate the complexities of human interaction with grace and intuition. Now let's look at a few ways a woman's intuition manifests itself. First, let's talk about gut feelings. Women often trust their gut feelings more than men, and for good reason. Their brains are hardwired to process emotions and make intuitive leaps that allow them to read between the lines. For example, imagine you're about to enter into a new business deal. You've done your research, the numbers look good, and everything seems to be in order. But there's this one nagging feeling in the back of your mind, telling you to slow down. Maybe something doesn't feel right. If you're a woman, you're more likely to trust that gut feeling and take the time to explore it further, which could save you from making a bad decision. In a study published in the Harvard Business Review, researchers found that women were better at making intuitive business decisions than men. They were able to use their gut feelings to identify risky situations and avoid potential pitfalls, ultimately leading to better financial outcomes. On the other hand, men tend to rely more on logic and analysis when making decisions, which can lead them into traps that a more intuitive approach would have avoided. Of course, this isn't to say that men never have good intuitions, or that women always do. Rather, it's about recognizing the strengths of each gender's approach to decision-making and encouraging them to learn from each other. Next, let's discuss instincts. Women's brains are wired to be more sensitive to social cues, meaning they're more attuned to the emotions and reactions of those around them. This makes them more likely to trust their instincts when it comes to relationships. For instance, let's say you meet someone who seems nice, but you get a bad feeling about them. Women are more likely to trust their intuition and stay away from that person, whereas men may try to rationalize the situation and decide that there must be a logical explanation for their feelings. In fact, studies have shown that women are better at detecting lies than men. They're more sensitive to nonverbal cues, like facial expressions and body language, which means they're better at picking up on inconsistencies that might give away a lie. This instinctual ability to sense when something or someone is off can be invaluable in protecting oneself from harm. Moving on, let's talk about hunches. Women often experience hunches or sudden insights about a particular situation or person, and they're more likely to trust these hunches as valid information. For example, let's say you've been thinking about changing jobs. You're not unhappy in your current role, but you've been feeling restless and want to explore new opportunities. One day you come across a job posting that seems like a perfect fit. The position sounds exciting and challenging, and you feel a strong urge to apply. If you're a woman, you might trust that hunch and go for it. You might feel that there's something in the water that's just not right for you anymore, and that it's time for a change. And in this scenario, trusting your hunch might lead you to a better job that aligns more closely with your values and goals. It might open doors to new opportunities and experiences that you hadn't even considered before. On the other hand, staying at your current job out of fear or doubt might cause you to miss out on a chance for personal and professional growth. But why do women have this incredible ability to trust their hunches? Well, it all boils down to the unique wiring of their brains. Women's brains have stronger connections between the emotional and memory centers, which allows them to feel and interpret unspoken signals more deeply. This means they're more likely to pick up on subtle cues that hint at a deeper meaning or a potential problem. For instance, maybe your gut tells you that a friend isn't being honest with you, or you get a strong sense that a new work project will be more trouble than it's worth. These hunches aren't just random thoughts. They're your brain's way of processing information that you might not be consciously aware of. You might not be able to explain why you feel the way you do, but deep down, your brain is picking up on something. By learning to trust these hunches, you'll be able to navigate life with more ease and confidence. It's important to remember that hunches aren't just for women. Men can experience them too. However, society often encourages men to ignore their gut feelings and rely on logic and reason instead. This can lead to a lot of internal conflict for men who feel torn between what they know they should do and what their instincts are telling them. Encouraging open communication about intuition and emotional intelligence can help break down these barriers and allow men to embrace their intuition as well. So next time you get a hunch, don't ignore it. Take some time to explore your feelings and see where they might be leading you. You might be surprised by what you discover. So when a woman tells you she feels something is off, don't dismiss her intuition as overthinking. She might be picking up on something that you're not consciously aware of. Trusting her intuition isn't just about respecting her instincts. It's about understanding that her mind works in a beautifully complex and sensitive way. As we come to the end of this journey through the fascinating world of a woman's intuition, we hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for the incredible power of her mind. We've explored how her brain is naturally attuned to social cues and emotional undertones, allowing her to excel at reading people and predicting their behavior. But it's essential to remember that every woman is unique and no two minds work exactly alike. Some women may possess a razor-sharp intuition, while others might find themselves more lost in the labyrinth of their own thoughts. But regardless of where they fall on the spectrum, each woman's intuitive abilities are a testament to the complexity and sensitivity of her brain. It's also crucial to acknowledge that the world often challenges women to suppress their intuition in favor of logic and rationality. Society often teaches girls from a young age to be less emotional and more practical, which can hinder their ability to trust their instincts. Breaking free from these societal norms and embracing intuition is a powerful step towards personal growth and self-discovery. As you go through life, take a moment to appreciate the amazing power of a woman's intuition, and remember that it's not just a mystical phenomenon, but a remarkable aspect of her unique and intricate brain. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey. If you found this information helpful, please don't hesitate to share it with others. Your support means everything to us, and we look forward to bringing you more fascinating insights into the world of psychology and human behavior. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and above all, keep being you.